Everyone, welcome back to Salesforce with Megan, where I help you navigate the Salesforce ecosystem by providing you with resources like this. So for today's episode, we're going to be talking about 5 things that you should consider doing before attending a Dreaming event. And before we even dive into those 5 tips, I want to explain what a Dreaming event is for those that have not either attended or even heard of it before. As we all know, networking is very important if you're looking to get a job, if you're looking to grow, if you're just looking to find out about new resources, especially within the tech community that you hope to learn about and expand your current knowledge. So many Salesforce events that you can attend both online, virtually, or in person. And in terms of Dreaming events, you're going to find both within your home country or you might find it abroad. For this video's perspective, we are going to be showcasing those events within the US and then those events that are considered abroad. So let's go ahead and talk about what is a Dreaming event. So a Dreaming event stems from Dreamforce. And if we're thinking about this, we can think about it in a pyramid model. So you have Dreamforce, which does take place in Salesforce headquarters, San Francisco, which I believe attracts around 1,700 people. And that's a lot. So if you are thinking about going, just realize that there are a lot of people and the city does get pretty packed. But from what I've heard, haven't been yet, it's a wonderful event. I always tend to just stream it online, especially during the pandemic, and it is so much fun. There is usually a guest performer that comes in, there's speakers, you have the CEO of Salesforce come in and talk, and just a whole bunch of other guest speakers. So you can either watch it virtually or attend in person. It does qualify as one of the largest tech conferences, and it does take place over a span of multiple days. Pretty much with close to 200,000 attendees, Salesforce does close down the entire San Francisco city, and you have a whole bunch of people looking to network and learn from each other. So that's really a short introduction into what Dreamforce is. If you want to find out more about it, I'll link it in the description below. So let's go ahead and talk about other events that are known for Salesforce people to attend. And that can be the World Tour, which happens in major cities such as like New York or London or Paris or Sydney, for example. And I believe that they have around over 10,000 attendees. That's insane. I believe that Salesforce is one of the leading tech industries when it comes to big networking events like this. So it's super exciting. So if you are looking to go, make sure that you do book ahead of time and including your hotel because they do easily sell out. So let's go ahead and break down that pyramid and let's talk about some of the Dreaming events within the United States. And I'm not going to name all of them. I'm just going to name some of them. We have Northeast Dreaming, we have Texas Dreaming, Southwest Dreaming, Dreaming in Color, Midwest Dreaming, and Tahoe Dreaming, for example. So as you can kind of hear, sometimes the names go with the locations of which they're at, and sometimes it completely doesn't. But they are located in different parts of the United States. So depending on where you are and what speaking events are going on, I think it's totally worth the drive and worth checking out. So I do have a link to all of these events from different sites kind of collected. So I'll make sure to link that below. And if there's something that you would like to attend and know more about, it will be right down in the description. All right, so for the global events, I'm going to name just a few. Again, the list is provided below for more information. We have London's Calling, we have Your Dreaming, we have Albanian Dreaming, we have a Dreaming event in Argentina, and that's fun. We also have a Czech Dreaming. So there's so many places that you really can check out. Again, the link will be provided below for you. So make sure if you are anywhere in the world, if you just want to travel there, check those out. And now I would like to talk about those actual 5 things that we're going to be doing and considering before attending a Dreaming event. I have surveyed a lot of people, talked to a lot of people who have attended events everywhere, and that could be like more than 5 or 10 events sometimes. So they all have great suggestions, and we've piled it into 5 things that you should consider doing at each Dreaming event before you attend. So the first tip we're going to suggest is downloading the app. As soon as you register for whatever event you're going to be attending, you're going to receive an email of confirmation for your ticket, but also instructions on how to download the app and if there is a specific one for that conference. Now, as soon as you do get that confirmation on your end, definitely make sure to download the app. You can track who's going to the event prior, you can reach out to them, you can connect with them. There are chat features within apps sometimes, which you can just say like, hey, I saw you're going. I would love to be able to meet up with you perhaps. You can also check out the event schedule and really see which events that you would like to attend, what days and what times they're happening at. You can also see any guest speakers that are coming in. And then lastly, in terms of the apps, you can create your calendar to keep track of who's speaking, to really be able to organize your schedule for that day. So if there is an app, definitely make sure to download it and give it a little bit of a deep dive. Okay, so suggestion number 2, it pretty much goes into number 1 as well, but this is more specific into calendar setting yourself. You want to be very specific with your day. You want to make sure that you're not going to miss any events, especially if you're networking. Give yourself a calendar so you know where to go. You also want to make sure that you're researching events to find out who you might want to sit on with. Sometimes the title is not enough and you need to be able to look into the description and really see if that's something I really want to attend. So make sure that you are giving yourself enough time to sit down and look through the schedule. Lastly, something that I did notice attending my first streaming event was to check out if there are any first come, first serve type of events. You want to make sure that if there is something that you're really interested in, that you know about it and you can get to it exactly when it's going to be happening. So that's why it's really important to be able to make sure that you're calendar setting yourself up for success for that day and for a day full of fun. Ooh, one of my favorites. So you have networking here, and this is really a huge purpose as to like why these events happen. We all want to go and meet somebody that we've been super inspired through like LinkedIn or Twitter, and we want to meet people. I want to know more people in my industry. I just want to meet people, right? And so again, that's why a lot of these events do happen. It's for our ability to socialize. And oh, thank you. It's finally in person, and all of these events are becoming in person. So now we can finally put that social media platform picture to real life. So really excited for that. In terms of networking, you can definitely see on the app who is going to be attending, and that way you can either follow up with them if it has a chat feature, definitely use the app. But if it doesn't, follow up with them via LinkedIn. That's going to be very helpful for you. You can also research speakers. So if you saw a guest speaker that's coming in, you can find out more about them. So when you do approach them in the networking event, you can just say like, hey, I read your publication, perhaps I really liked it, to give you a little bit more of a leeway and ease into a conversation, right? We all need a little bit of help navigating conversations. So if you want to do a little bit of research on that person beforehand, this type of opportunity is really good, and having that app is key. So another thing is you're going to be meeting a bunch of people there, and they might be ranging from being new trailblazers to mid-level, but then to also more experienced. This is a great opportunity for maybe you to find a mentor or to find a friend or just to find somebody that relates to you in regards to like loving spreadsheets or unsigned analytics or Pardot or just really anything. So once the event is over and you've met some pretty cool people, you can just request out to them to connect on LinkedIn. It's a great platform to be able to keep those relationships live and extend them and basically have friends wherever you go now. So the last thing that I want to talk about is posting about the event. Let's say you attended a session and you wanted to write about it. Jot down some notes while you're in the conference, while you're listening, and then post about it after. Shout that individual out. It really does make them feel better at the end of the day, but it also showcases how much fun you had and what you learned from the session. And that just helps you with a little bit of content if you want to write about it, but also just helping you with the networking piece. So that's all I have for networking. Let's go ahead and hop into the 4th tip. Okay, so our 4th tip is for career seekers, for those that are considering a new career, that are looking for a new career, or for those that are hopping into Salesforce and looking to have their first career in the ecosystem. So many times recruiters do attend these events, hiring managers, and then also people like myself that are working for a company that have been asked to seek potential hires that we can pass on to our hiring managers. So this is a great opportunity for you to be encouraged to network and come prepared. Now, in terms of coming prepared, what does that mean? You want to make sure you're coming with your resume. You want to make sure that you're coming with some type of form which you can deliver to the person and say, here's my information on me, and this is how you can reach out to me. So again, you can give them your LinkedIn. And my preferred way is having what is called a link tree. I've done a video about it. You can see it right here. Pretty much what a link tree is, it's a QR code that people can scan and then have an introduction to short little bios about you on whatever social media links you decide to put in there. That's why it's called a link tree. There's a tree of links accessible about you given to the person, scanned off of a QR code. So definitely make sure to check out that video if you would like something accessible, quick, and easy. And once that person does scan your QR code, it's saved, so they don't have to do it again. So last thing is follow up with the hiring managers. If you do meet somebody at an event and you really kicked it off and you see yourself wanting to move forward with that company, so what I would suggest is reaching out to those individuals either via LinkedIn or through an email if you did receive one, and just telling them how much you enjoyed the event and meeting them and just learning more about the company. So career seekers, this is a great place for you to be able to meet people that are looking to hire amazing people like you into their company. So come prepared. All right, yay. So we made it to the last of it. And this is really just to enjoy every moment of this conference that you're attending. You're most likely going to be in a different part of the city. You're going to be staying somewhere. It's an opportunity for you to actually get back to socializing with people in person, which personally I'm really, really excited about. And this is an opportunity for you to step away from your everyday job and just kind of fully immerse yourself into this event. You want to make sure that you're mentally there, that you're physically ready, that you feel the best way that you can going into these. So don't get caught up in the professional side of things too much. You're also there to have fun, just like the person next to you on the left is and next to you on the right is. So make sure that you're there to genuinely meet people and learn and have fun. The next thing I would say is keep a log of your notes and things that you learned so you can remind yourself of that later. And really remember those feelings. So when somebody comes to you and asks, like, what is a dreaming event? Is it worth going? You can answer in your honest opinion. And then last, if you have time, there's after parties. And I think that's so much fun because you can kind of change out of your more professional clothes and get in your comfy jeans and your shirt and go meet somebody, have a beer, have a drink, have some yummy food, again, in a city that you might not be from or you might not go into so much. And it's just a great time to be able to bond with people that are in the same ecosystem, that love the same things you do. It's like finding your new best friend, you know? So make sure that you have a lot of fun at these events and really immerse yourself into it. At the end of this day, we are on a journey together. And as I always say, it's better to walk with other people than it is to walk alone. So enjoy the event if you do attend. And as usual, if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.